As you know, I think what you're referring to is the fact that Professor Warren claimed that she was a Native American, a person of color. And as you can see, she's not.
Is a nice guy.
One of many eyebrow-raising moments in the first U.S. Senate debate that aired exclusively here on WBZ the other night. Good morning and welcome. I'm John Keller, political analyst for WBZ. And, of course, one of the most important things about any televised debate are the nonverbal messages that the candidates sent off. And here to help us analyze what happened in the Brown-Warren showdown is our body language expert, nonverbal communication expert, Don Khoury. Don,
hey, John, pleasure to be here.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to one-up you with the handshake. Very briefly, for those who may be catching you for the first time, I don't want to be redundant, but please explain why body language is important and how you analyze a political debate like this.
Well, we believe it's extremely important, in fact, much more than anything that they may say. We've developed an algorithm to predict elections, as you know, and we're 95% correct in predicting our elections, usually about 2 months out as our average prediction.
So you watch this debate. You have a 40-point system, 20 positive nonverbal messages, 20 negative.
25 and 25.
25, sorry.
And we score based on that, and that allows us to be able to predict the elections.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is just the first of 4 debates that are going to be happening. But let's take a look at some clips from the debate. I'm going to have you analyze them and tell the viewers what you saw there. We'll start with one of the most important things in any debate is the reactions in the split screen. And here's now, she's talking, he's reacting. What do you see?
Well, I see him looking down. I see a bit of redness in his face. He's showing a bit of anger and a dismissiveness, which I would not suggest that.
So that's a negative, the way he's reacting there.
It's a negative. Yeah.
Okay, now what are you seeing in her demeanor?
Well, I see that she still has that rapid jerkiness, but one of the things that we did notice is that she had an amazing, calm voice throughout the debate.
Now, his hands are up high, and we're going to talk more about that.
Sure.
But that's important. Why?
Well, I think that one of the things with him is he's usually much more deliberate and calm in his delivery, and he wasn't so much last night. Which was a bit of a surprise, absolutely, in looking at that.
Because, Don, you have commented in the past, we've talked about both Brown and Warren at length with you in the past, and you've given him very high marks for his nonverbal communication skills. Her, not so much.
Not so much.
But the other night was a bit of role reversal, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, she was extremely well prepared. And I've got to give her credit for that. She obviously worked very hard.
So she projected a sense of calmness?
A sense of calmness. Her vocal pitch and tone was unbelievably consistent, which would have given her very high points in our system.
And not always in the past. She's been...
No, not always in the past.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, now, in this next clip, we talked, I mentioned just briefly about hands and how they're important. Before we show the clip, why does it matter where my hands are? What is that expressing?
Well, I think when you don't gesticulate, people will take that as a negative. But when you do gesticulate, you want to be very purposeful, calm when you do it. If you're rapid and jerky and up high, people will see that as some sort of lack of emotional control or mental disorganization.
Anxiety,
chaos, fear,
All right, well, let's take a look at this next clip then. First of all, you'll see Scott Brown. Now, what are you seeing?
Well, I see him it's too rapid, too jerky. I see him swaying back and forth. Normally, he has very calm shoulders, as you know, when we've looked at him in the past.
His shoulders remain steady. They don't wiggle.
That's right.
Now, how about her?
Well, I mean, that's one issue. Her hair and her hands are still rapid and jerky. Where she really scored well, again, was her voice, her vocal pitch and tone. She was very calm and did not seem to lose emotional control.
Interesting. All right, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll look at some more clips from the U.S. Senate debate. We'll talk about what they tell us about the candidates and how they're likely to be perceived, and we'll do that when we continue in a moment. Stay with us.